I'm Nick Sterling. I'm a singer-songwriter out of Salado, Texas right now. I am originally from Hawaii, Hawaii, but been in Texas for years and I'm never going to leave. I've got an album coming out on February 23rd. It's going to be called Stand Your Ground. It's my debut EP, and I'm donating all the profits back to the Lone Survivor Foundation. So the Lone Survivor Foundation has been like family to my family. They took us in when I was struggling to find my next mission, my next fight after the military. I was having issues just trying to find who I was going to be now, what I was going to do. If I wasn't a soldier, if I wasn't a grunt, what was I going to do with my life? And they helped me find that and focus me towards music. Every song on the album has very, very personal Army ties, and it's funny that Blood in the Water is on there because that's the one that I didn't write from the first person. Everything else is straight from kind of my eyes, wanted to see. And Blood in the Water is about me watching my buddies' marriages fall apart. Is that they can sense it happening and you know it's happening, but there's nothing you can really do about it because you're so far away. And so what do you say? You don't want to start an argument when you know you're not going to talk to them for the next month. And you don't want to break up with them, and the wife isn't going to break up with you because then she feels like she's a terrible wife for breaking up with a soldier that far away, and he's not going to do it. Like it's just a weird game that they're playing from so far away, because what else can you do at that point? I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that are just like me, that are, you only see two aspects of veterans nowadays. Either they're just really hardcore, make funny videos on Instagram vets, and then the movie vets that are just always severely effed up. Like, those are the only two that people really see nowadays, because it's just the way the media kind of portrays and the way it kind of comes out. And there's a lot of in between who are just like me, who are really high, but we still deal with a lot that holds us back. And usually it's ourselves holding us back. We deal with this. You get a lack of purpose in your life. And so when I decided, I finally got around to saying I want to record an album. I want to record something. I want to give something back to these people who supported me. I wanted to write this music so that other people could hear it outside of the bars and the places that I was playing in, so that other people could hear and see how far it went, to see if it could help anybody else the way that my own music helped me. And I knew that if I didn't want to profit off of my service. I didn't want to profit off of the memory of my brothers. I didn't want to profit off of the grief that I felt. And so I decided to donate all the profits back to the Lone Survivor Foundation, because I've seen them help people. I've seen them help guys who were a day away from taking their own lives, and that's something that's important to me. I mean, that's the whole reason I play and I write music, right? Is for the hope that one day even one person hears it, and then that pushes them to just, at the very least, it motivates them or inspires them to just make it one more day. I mean, that's the whole reason we do this thing. I mean, there's nothing more to it for me, honestly. I want to push it back, so I know that if I can get as much as I can funding to them, they're going to do the right thing with it. And if my career keeps on going forward, I'm going to keep giving back every chance I get. That kind of moment when I realized I wanted to give the money back, people from the foundation, and they came, I just kind of realized that we're a giant community and a network of people who care about each other and want to help each other, even though we're different organizations, different companies, different entrepreneurs of different types of businesses, and we just all support each other. It didn't make sense to me to do something, especially when they gave me the focus to do it, and they're giving me the support, to just keep it all to myself. And I talked to my wife about it, and I realized that if we gave all the profits away, it's not because we don't need the money, because obviously anyone nowadays needs the money, but we don't need it because we're happy where we're at. We live modest. I mean, we're not an extravagant family, and we knew that I can take a hit and we can cut some other things if it means that we can give back to people to help them. She has a lot of belief in me, and I have a lot of belief in. I don't have a lot of belief in not just like my talent or anything like that, but I have a lot of belief in the fact that I don't know how to quit. Like I clear the path where there's a line in it that says I'll drive this train in flames in the ground. That's literally me saying I'm gonna go down with my ship if I have to. I'm gonna do this until I die, if I like it, as much as it takes, because I just don't know how to quit, and I think she knows that too. And so she knew that if it hurts us in the short term, it may help us in the long run, and she understood that. She thinks long term, and I just think, well, I just know I'm not gonna quit, so it's gonna work out. It's gotta happen, or so it's either gonna be really good or really bad. Hope, because I think she always said, she's like, well, you're probably gonna end up either really famous or homeless, so it's one or the other. I'm putting a lot of money back. I'm putting a lot of weight behind it, and it's failure is always possible in this business. You never know what can happen, so I'm taking a lot of risk on it. But if the album does great, but I don't get any of the money, if I fail because of that reason, I'll be fine with that. If I don't make it because I didn't take any of the money from that album, but it still went to a good place and it went well, then I'll be completely fine with that. But I'm hoping I get to do this for the rest of my life, because this has probably been the best thing for my life and my marriage and everything. So we're just as happy as we've ever been.